What's up, YouTube? It's Airborne Cypher Comic Fan coming at you with another hip hop video for Marvel's cover swipe. Now, if you're new to my channel, welcome. And this is where I do the cover swipes that Marvel did for the hip hop variants. And I'll tell you a little more about the characters. So let's get into it. For the first cover that we have, the first cover that we will be covering in this video is SpiderMan #1. Now, this cover is a cover swipe off of Slick Rick's first album, The Greatest Adventures of Slick Rick, that came out in 1988. Now, Slick Rick is a great artist, has one of the most remembered song ever. Like, well, not ever, but I mean definitely in like top 10 easily. It has been duplicated over 600 times for other artists using it or using parts of it or saying their version of it. Over 600 times that this song has just been duplicated, and that's children's stories. So it was a song with him and Dougie Fresh. Dougie Fresh was, I think he met in the early 80s, 1988. He met Dougie Fresh. Slick Rick was born actually in London, so he has that accent with him, and it's just a great song. A couple of hits on this album were Teen Love and Hey Young World, but the Child Story was just a big hit, and it just blew up his career. A lot of people wonder when you see him wearing eye patches, is he actually is blind in that his left eye. So he's been blind since birth. So yeah, it is true. Just a great artist. I mean, that song is just crazy. And it's very another deserving artist with his own cover slide. I wonder if these artists get a kick of it. I know some of them do. I would feel privileged. I know they're not gonna do a cover slide off of me though. But let's talk about some comparison about this cover. Now, I mean, Ramos did a great job with this work. A lot of it is just similar, comparing to the stance of Slick Rick, and even the Amazing Adventures of Slick Rick and the Amazing Adventures of Spider-Gwen are the same, and the style and the shading of the colors are the same. Buildings, I say the first two couple buildings are the same, and then it branches off. Like I said, I was talking to Mike Cho, who actually did one of these covers, and there's a limit of how close they can come to copying the album. So he did a great job. I'm very happy with this cover. Great cover. And let's jump into the next one. The next cover that we will be covering or covers that we will be talking about is, let me get it perfect for you guys. No glare. There you go. It is Silver Surfer. Damn. Okay, there you go. Silver Surfer #1. Now that that's out of the way, this cover is a cover swipe off of an album put out by Drake in 2013 in September. This was his third album. Nothing was the same. So, a little about Drake. He is from Toronto, Canada. So he is our neighbor up north. He was, before he started rapping, he was acting. Not sure if you guys know this. I'm probably sure you guys do, but he was on a Nickelodeon show called DeGrasse: The Next Generation. He played a character who got shot and he was in a wheelchair for most of the season. He did that for 7 years, from 2000 to 2007, and then he decided he wanted to rap. So he put out a mixtape, and it was heard. People liked it. Lil Wayne heard it, and he signed him to his album Young Money. So I think the thing that made Drake popular with the the world, because he's still popular, 0 to 100. But he he when he came out, I think the first song he came out with was with it was on a soundtrack to LeBron James album, or LeBron James movie that he put out. I think it was called The Game or something like that. And he was on it. Lil Wayne was on it. Uh, Kanye West was on it. And Eminem was on it. So that was like Eminem's breakout album too. But it just was like uh, the way he came out like real. He wasn't hardcore rap like NWA or uh, Ice T, Ice Cube, Biggie Smalls, or Tupac. He wasn't talking about selling drugs or being in gangs, because he just came from Nickelodeon. So I mean, listen, Nickelodeon has an underground gang we don't know about. He couldn't be talking about that stuff. So a lot of the stuff he came out with was genuine. So a lot of people like that. So I think that's one of the reasons why he came out and people grew to him, and just liked him so much. A couple of hits from this album was Start from the Bottom, All Me, and Worst Behavior. Uh, Great album. Still doing his thing right now. So I mean, nothing really to complain about. It's I'm kind of on that border of pay your dues, but he's been going for a while, so I really I'm okay with this album cover. There's still more deserving artists that should have the album, but I'm okay with him as long as he keep on going how he is. But a couple comparisons to the album. We have just one of the simple but sweet covers. They have, as you can see, the Drake cover is together. So that's why the artist did the Silver Surfer. On the Drake cover, you can see that they have older Drake with a fade and a younger Drake with afro, just looking at each other with the same background, cloudy background, and the same for the Silver Surfer. So I'm very happy that they did two of the Silver Surfer album or covers. So I mean, can't really complain. Artists did a great job. Let's get to the next cover. The next cover that we will be digging into is Invincible Island. Woosah. Okay, now I before I talk about this, I'm gonna let everyone know I always give credit where credit is due, no matter whether I like the artist or I don't, or that goes to anything. So now let's get into Mr. Curtis Jackson, aka 50 Cent. Alright, when he came on the scene in 2002 with this album, Get Rich or Die Trying, which was his, I think was his first album. I think it was his first album that he put out, mainstream. I know he did a lot of little stuff here and there, but this album came out in 2003, February time. It lit the world on fire. Very talented. I had it. My friends had it. I was listening to it like crazy. I was listening to it so much that the CD broke, and I went to get another one. This is one of those albums where I can listen to one song and already know what the next song is. Hits on this song were In the Club, PIMP, 21 Questions, If I Can't, the list goes on. It's just crazy amount of songs that were great on this album. Talented artist, very smart businessman, did his thing with vitamin water, picked it up, flipped it, like like Copy Name said, flip, 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 flip. He just flipped that, he just flipped that so quick and made money. He also did his little movie that was a major buzz. Get Rich or Die trying to be like Eminem. But yeah, he does act in several movies, mainly B movies. I could not tell you any of the movies that he has been in the last, and it's a couple. It's a couple of movies he's been in, but I couldn't tell you any of the names. Get Rich or Die Trying is the only one. I think he was in one of the Carlito Ways, or that was Puff Daddy. But yeah, he was very successful in what he was doing, and he basically had everything going for him, and then he shot himself in the foot by having beef with his own artist. So that's a whole different channel. I might have to make another channel, shoot that video, and put the link to that on here. But I know you guys don't want to hear that. But let's just dig into this cover. All right. The cover is basically awesome. I love this cover. Definitely one of my top 10 covers for the hip hop covers at all. The shading of the color is right. The way Iron Man is posted up is just similar. Even the Invincible is just right with the cursive, and it's just the Iron Man same style as the album. I mean, it's just amazing. The shading really sets this album off, or this cover off for me. Artist did a great job. Very happy with this cover. Now, for the last album that we'll be talking about, I still got this fire thing on my head. All right, I'm gonna keep it here. Okay, this last album we're gonna be talking about is a great album. I was doing some messing around with my stuff, and you can see that my head is on fire. I think it's out now. Okay, no, it's back on. But this album is just sick. This album is great. This is one of the greatest albums ever to be a part of hip hop. This is a cover which came from Weird World #1. Now, I know I say artists caught the world on fire, but this album right here was great. This is from Snoop Dogg's #1 album, Doggy Style, which killed the world. Now, let me tell you why my head is on fire, because I was doing some editing, but let me tell you why. All right, this album sold the most records, most copies in a short time for its time. So this album came out in 1993. So it sold 800,000 records in the first week. In the first week, it sold that many. That record didn't get beat till 2000, and Eminem broke it with the Marshall Mathers LP. But from 1993 to 2000, so 7 years, all that music that came out, no artist ever sold it in the first week. No, people didn't feel like picking up things or listening to things so quickly than Snoop Dogg's Doggy Style. Now, songs that were on this album was Gin and Juice, Who Am I, Doggy Dog World. I mean, just these are some. I mean, if you are from California, you can feel my pain. But even if you're not, you probably feel my pain. This album, these are songs that still get played today. People listening to them on the daily. Very talented artist, had a great career, doing all sorts of things. He was on a 30 for 30 film. He does acting. He was on a Wash, Bones, Half Baked, Starching and Hutch, Baby Boy. He was also, I think he also was like a I don't know what you call it, master of ceremony for the tag team champions for WWE. I think it was like WrestleMania 24, I think. But I mean, this guy and this album is just crazy. Very talented artist. Happy they did this album. Just I might go listen to it when I'm editing this video. I mean, this album is sick. Now let me talk about some comparisons and about this album. Turn the fire off. All right, now some comparisons to the album is that I mean it's just like I said, the concept to the album and the concept to the art is the same. The same, you know, the same Three Stooges are on the or four on the fence looking at what the little doggy dog is doing, trying to get in some trouble. I don't know what you call that creature on the album, but he's sitting on a doghouse on the cover album. You got Snoop Dogg, I think that's him. And you got the dog catcher creeping through the window. I mean, it's just a very hilarious album, and I'm happy that the artist did it this way. It didn't take too much out of the actual cover album. Very happy. Definitely one of my top 5 album covers. Thank you guys for tuning in. That's it for we have for the hip hop variant cover swipe. And if you guys enjoy the video, leave me a thumbs up or a thumbs down. In the comments, let me know which one is your favorite cover, and let me know what artists do you think they should make a cover swipe off of, whether it be country, R&B, rap, uh, rock and roll, just anything. I want to hear what you guys think. Thank you again for watching. This is Airborne Sapper. Peace out.